Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Like It Ain't. Salute to the brothers and sisters out there. Salute, salute, salute.
Salute.
You know,
Salutations, blessings.
yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
How you doing this evening, Nicole?
I'm doing well. I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's been a long week.
So we're gonna
a long week.
It's been one of those.
She's just like, look, it's been a long week.
And the people that well, never mind.
No, go ahead, please.
No, that's okay.
You about to put some people on blast. Some decapitations, man.
Okay, so Nicole, give your disclaimer now because we could already see where this is going.
Right? This might not even be like, for my employer, I might need to just give disclaimer.
I'm just saying.
It reminds me of you ever see the Chris Rock? This was a long time ago. Chris Rock was on this. I forgot the name of the. It was an HBO special. It was a bunch of like different comedians, and so they were playing cooks in the back of in this restaurant, and so Arsenio, I think it was Arsenio Hall and Chris Rock, and he was like, they were playing like, who you gonna thank when you blow up big as a rapper and everything, and so they were like, and so Chris. The first one was like, yeah, I want to thank my mama and and so and Ray and them, and then Chris Rock was saying, okay, here's some of the people I don't want to thank. He told me I was never gonna be anything,
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
That's
Very much
so. I was like, how you doing?
And
anyway.
Let
the views expressed here tonight are those of my own and not of anyone else. So, you're hearing Nicole Y. Drew.
There you go. Yeah.
Right now.
And look, and speaking of Nicole, let me tell the world out there that, I had a court case this week for a parking ticket.
Oh, that was this week. Wow.
That was this week. And I don't know for anybody if you've had to deal with going to court through Zoom in this pandemic.
Oh no, not for that. Mm-mm.
It's bad. It's a crap show. It's a crap shoot.
That
sounded and that's putting it mildly.
Insane.
But Nicole gave some advice the night before, some lawyer advice, and we applied this advice, and my mojo, we mixed the two together, and Mikkel. Because I was on from like 9:05 to like noon, and I was ready to throw something, and then she had to tag in and say, "Okay, let me take over." But
that was the
but because of Nicole, she helped us get through this court case. She was on her Perry Mason. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But anyway, I'm just saying. Or Patricia Mason, I should say, not Perry. Patricia.
Is that the end of the whole Zoom court session?
Oh yeah,
the
case,
one day only.
The case got
Okay, beautiful. Congratulations on that.
Yes,
nice.
So can't have a black man up in the system. It don't work out well sometimes. So yeah, they just sent us they sent us a letter saying, "Oh, by the way, you parked somewhere where you shouldn't have parked, so you got to show up to court to pay this ticket." And I was like, "What? Why didn't you just give us the ticket?" But anyway, we're not here for all that. We're here to celebrate culture and culinary customs. That's tonight's episode for Like It Ain't, okay? Which means we're talking about food, because for anyone's culture, we can learn so much about other cultures through their culinary, through their food.
Mm-hmm.
We had a promo video with that was a clip from the Martin Lawrence show. Yes. Where he was talking about his mama's biscuits.
Oh man. Yeah, that clip was so dope, man.
Everybody has everybody has that mama or daddy dish or specialty that you know to the end of time that is everything, you know. For Martin, it was
Absolutely.
those biscuits, you know. But Vic, was there like a certain dish or a certain thing
Oh
or
man.
a side, you know, was like what was one of your favorite dishes growing up?
Oh, this is tough because anyone who knows my mama, my
Mm-hmm.
grandmama, could tell you like it was beyond Big Mama's house at the crib. Like we talking about from the Caribbean culture and just like beyond like incredible edibles. You
mm,
understand? One of my favorite dishes I would say is a dish called cuckoo, where it's like a cornmeal, corn mix type of meal.
mm.
It's you could make it in a bowl, just eat it out of a bowl or whatever, and it's
What
just
is
really
this?
good. Like I said,
The
it's like a corn
background.
mix.
But I mean, what culture
Oh,
is this
I'm
coming
sorry.
from? What?
Excuse me, Bayesian
Mm-hmm.
from Barbados, West
Okay.
Indian. Yes, yes. And I say to this day, and it's no disrespect to any woman I know and love, but no one was cooking like my grandmother and my mom. Like
Mm,
that was just that was the mecca
mm,
for me, you know? Like sometimes, and I just looking back, sometimes I would recall a little bit of extra, like too much salt added to like a chicken dish or something that my grandmother made, but it was just exquisite. It was incredible. It was
mm,
incredible. And I know every and anyone says this about their grandparents, their mom, but believe me when I tell you, like,
mm.
oh
Wouldn't
my God,
wouldn't that have
yo,
been so dope if we could have had like a big cook off with all the grandmas and
yes, yes. Let me just tell you, like, for my engagement slash birthday celebration for my wife, because it was my I basically set up the whole engagement surrounding my wife's birthday party or
mm,
birthday. We had a birthday get together. This is pre-pandemic. Um, and my mom went all out for her son and for her future daughter-in-law with the eats and everything. And when I
yeah.
tell you that everyone who attended the get together, weeks, months, no exaggeration, after people were still talking about my mother's cooking.
Mm,
Weeks, months after, asking like, "Yo, does she have any like online services or anything that we could like donate charity like like just order from, and I'm like, nah, she's just, I've been asking her for years, like, mom, why don't you, especially the way people do things online nowadays, like you could really,
mm,
if not for like money, just people love your cooking, they really want your dishes, your food,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Listen,
Wow.
she
I
just is
don't
just
like to
something
cook, so
oh, you don't like to cook,
I
okay.
I will certainly, she got a service.
Hey, I'll let her know. I appreciate it. I'll let her know.
Nicole, so cooking's not your thing or one of your things?
It's not my thing. No, never has been. I get in my moments
Mm.
when, I might want to, I'll make something. My daughter,
I'm
my
sorry, your
daughter
sister's
likes
comment, man.
uh,
Your
Yo.
sister's comment. I try hard. Like I gotta just focus on y'all and ignore the comments because
right,
it always throws me off. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because
Go ahead.
Mikkel creeps in with something all the
right.
time. Typing. But go ahead, Nicole.
Yeah, but my daughter likes I make a really good veggie lasagna that
Mm.
most
Oh.
most meat eaters don't like it, and they
Mm-hmm.
don't even realize that it's not meat.
Huh.
Um,
Mm.
and then I have a good macaroni and cheese dish that I do.
Yeah, I didn't get to taste the lasagna, I think, because the last time I ended up making the lasagna. So you was just like,
Right.
never
Yeah,
mind.
John and Chris, I'm trying to give my input because I don't like to cook.
But you like to eat, so
So
that's
there's
good.
one, if I got one dish that I can contribute to the cause, like
Sorry.
you can't take that away from me.
Sorry. I'm over here poo-pooing on her dish. Sorry. My
Look,
bad.
I am perfectly fine not cooking and just eating because I just like to eat the food
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
not have to to
Do
sit
any work.
I don't even mind. I don't even mind doing the dishes later. So I don't mind the work. I just don't like cooking. I don't want to do the cook stuff.
She's like, I'm good. Just give me some dishes, or let me, break the string beans, snap the peas.
I mean, truth be told, I don't really feel like doing that either. But like, I just want to sit back and like, when is it ready?
Right. See, she's spoiled. Right. Right. She said, "You're lucky your mom likes to cook."
My mom loves to cook. So
right.
I didn't pick up. Let me tell you, when I was little, my mom would make us clean chicken. And so she would tell us, do it when it's frozen so that, it doesn't feel as slimy and all of that stuff. And I was a little too prissy. So, I was like, even that, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to, even whether it's frozen or otherwise, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to clean it, and so my mom would tell me, well, I guess you're just not going to eat, what are you going to do when you get older? So I just said, well, I'm going to be rich and I'm gonna have a maid.
Well, I had people to cook for me.
Exactly.
Of course, she had an answer. What'd you say?
I'm still working on that, but
So I was
successful in finding men that can cook and they like to cook for me.
There you go. Because listen, you've made it so far.
My last ex-fiance.
Just fine. Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
So except my last ex-fiance.
I thought I heard you throwing somebody under the bus.
Like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. So either you're gonna do it or I'll do it sometimes.
Or he would have had to have been rich, where he could say, okay, well, I'm just gonna buy dinner.
Yeah, that didn't happen either. So.
But there's something organic about cooking. But go ahead, Vic. What were you gonna say?
No, just quick question, because that could be like several different reasons why a person doesn't like to cook. Like, is it that you don't like getting your hands all over the food and it smell on your clothes, or you just the whole act experience you don't like to cook, or?
It's probably a little of both. I mean, I'm just not. It's not my thing. It never has been. I like to cook when I feel like cooking, when I'm in the mood. Like I think I want to make this for somebody. I had this ex-fiance years ago, pre-Imani, and he liked I used to make this really good London broil. You had that? It was tender as I don't know what, because I would beat that thing to death. I mean, it's more death than it was.
It was like, hey, lady, I'm dead already. Lady, stop beating me. I'm done.
It was like, it was so tender after that. So
tender child.
Yeah. So, but I mean, when I was in the kitchen, that was a treat. So. Yeah. You didn't get it all the time. I don't know, Vic. I don't know if it's I don't know. It's not. I will say yes. I didn't really like getting my hands dirty and all of that stuff. Especially like I'm a manicure kind of person.
I'm about to say,
hey, keep going it here.
I mean, Nicole is pretty. See what I'm saying? She ain't. But for real, Nicole is also. At least this is just my opinion. She's a go-getter, and she not only gets involved in a lot of different things, she usually is involved at a high level in it. She's not just cavalier and she's in something. When she's doing something, she's doing it. So it almost feels like cooking is taking away from all that doing. And she just needs to be able to eat.
instead of cooking the bacon, she brings home the bacon in other ways. That's just what it is. And just to break the whole, like quote unquote tradition and how it's supposed to be or how it was. It's not to say all women have to be barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen cooking. Like that's not. I'm not even. That's like a stereotype that women.
You're right.
They
don't have to be barefoot and pregnant.
Or this guy, but they have to be in the kitchen cooking. John said it.
I kid.
She's not barefoot.
Right, she wearing slippers, flip flops. She wearing them flip-flops. Jesus Christmas. Yeah, but you're right, Vic. I joke and I kid, but seriously, the role for cooking, which I loved about my family, my mother and father both cooked. Now, my mother cooked more than my father did, but my father's cooking presence was real. Okay. Especially when it came to Sunday breakfast or when he was making his chili for dinner or stuff like his, so I grew up in that mentality that you're talking about, Vic.
Okay.
I didn't jump in and inherit the cooking gene necessarily because I, like Nicole, just wanted to eat.
Right.
I think my thing was fueled more by greed.
Straight up. Hey, I appreciate the transparency, man. Yeah.
What am I doing over here preparing stuff and dealing with raw chicken? Nah. I walked into a slaughterhouse one time when I was like 12 years old, accidentally.
Really?
And it was like pigs everywhere. From that point on, I've never touched a pork chop since.
Really? That's good, man.
Really?
That's good.
Now, mind you, all food really and meat gets beat up like that. Like Nicole beating up that poor.
You already went to the ring of get there,
right? But, I didn't want to be a preparer either. And now, years later, I find myself wanting to learn more about cooking. Mainly because of Mikkel, because she's such a great cook. And she tries so many things out, that it makes me want to try out different foods as well.
Mikkel got the the gene from my mom because I was because my mom is a good cook and she likes to cook. There's love when you get her cooking. She really pours her heart into making sure everybody's taken care of and all that stuff. And she used to make. Now I just remember this day. It was so funny too. Just a little story about my dad. We had this was maybe it might have been around December or maybe I don't know. Maybe it was December. I went there and my mom made fried chicken and potato salad. My mother makes the best potato salad, and the chicken is it's crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. It's perfect. And I was like, I put some potato salad aside because it's like when she makes that potato salad, because it doesn't come out every day. But when she makes it, you better get yours. Get
I know that's right. Oh yeah.
And I put some aside, and then and I forgot it, and went back to Maryland. And he was like, and I called him back, and I was like, yeah, I left my potato. He's like, yep. As if you already knew,
you knew by that that yup said it all. Might have already been gone. Did you call when you got home or on the way home?
I think I called when I got home because that's when I realized, it wasn't in the bag, and I was like, man. I mean, I was looking forward to it. I had it, in the insulated bag and everything. I was waiting to have that.
Yeah, it was gone. So when you called him, he already ate it.
Well, look, my dad.
That was enough time.
You couldn't leave food around my dad. I mean, you have leftovers and look for it the next day, and it was gone because he would have his midnight snacks.
My dad too.
And a funny thing to another funny story. Just one time, he was in the wheelchair, right? So he can't get out the wheelchair and pick himself up and go, and he would always claim that, I can't move, right? But when there's some food involved, he will find a way. So my mother made this pot of cabbage, and she left the house. So he didn't know that I was sitting in the dining room on the computer just doing some stuff. And so I hear the wheelchair going because I was like, oh, good. He's walking around, getting some exercise in. So here he is with this long spoon. Now the pot is in the back burner. So here he is with this long spoon trying to reach over to get the cat. And I was like, I said, Dad, what are you doing? You know, and then I startled him because he didn't know I was there. and I'm thinking, like, how were you really thinking you're going to take some cabbage out of this pot that's way in the back, and you're in this wheelchair, you can't get out? So, and I mean, it would have, you know, cabbage juice would have been everywhere. And it would have been from the South.
Yeah, it reminded me like one of them old Tom and Jerry Bugs Bunny cartoons where they like built these contraptions to get the food.
Right. All that was left was when Nicole came in and shocked him dropping the spoon. You know.
Oh,
but
man.
Yeah, if you didn't stop that, he would have had some of that cabbage. There would have been spillage.
Yep.
But he would have still had some cabbage too. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, my father was a monster like that too with that. Like, come on now. You couldn't leave if you put them leftovers in that fridge. Right.
They were not going to be there the next day.
Listen. Ooh. Anyway,
you had to hide them too. It was like he would sniff it out.
Now that's a whole other level. Hiding food in the fridge. Because we've all had to put some stuff to the side or hide it from the other people that open that fridge and go in, you know. Yeah, I know. Listen. So, I see in the comments, big up to Mike. What's up, brother? Glad you tuned in this evening. I wanted to go into a couple of dishes that are traditional dishes from South Africa. Just to show some imagery of them, describe some of the ingredients, and let's see if these were things that we would actually eat ourselves. So this first one we got, it's called bunny chow. Okay. Bunny chow.
When we say bunny, what does that mean exactly?
Yeah.
Rascal rabbits.
Right. Peter Cottontail. So it says this is a must-try street staple in Durban. It's an origin city. However, this dish has now spread across to South Africa. Originally created by Indian immigrants community in Durban, this curry was served to the working class as an on-the-go lunch. Now, this hearty meal is enjoyed by everyone. I don't know about that, though. It's also served with lentil and bean. It says the vegetarian variety is an equally delicious lentil and bean combo. Sometimes they don't use rabbit, they use chicken or pork. I'm not eating rabbit. Have y'all eaten rabbit before? Either of y'all too?
No.
Not that I recall, honestly. I've had lamb.
Wait a minute.
Not that I recall.
Vic, you said not that I recall, like somebody might have slipped you some bunny by accident. And they tell you.
No, because as I was listening to you read, I'm thinking like, even though I had the Caribbean and Hispanic upbringing and background, like my parents were very diverse, like overall diverse eaters, diverse with the company they kept. So they introduced me to a lot of other culture, foods and stuff like that. Like Indian food was a huge one in my household. Huge with Indian food. Grew up on Chinese, Italian food, but Indian was like real big, with us. So so I might have tried something or had something, put on my plate that I'm not really fully aware of from when I was younger, just because there was so many different diverse dishes in the kitchens.
Listen, that reminds me of like
I've had duck.
Yeah, a lot of people have had duck.
How was that? Did you enjoy that?
It actually wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
I heard duck.
And that was before I was really like open to like trying new things. I think we had it. I think my mom just made it and it was like, you eat it, either eat that or nothing.
So
Yeah,
you're
we
like,
didn't really have
yuck, it is.
this is what I tell my kids,
There's your options.
often. Like we didn't have options like that. It was either you did or you didn't. Like you can't beggars can't be choosers,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mikkel said it didn't have rabbit meat in it. It was just look a stew in
Oh,
like
okay.
a stew in a bread bowl.
The bunny
Yes.
stew. Why was it called bunny stew?
But that's what I'm saying because it even says here a loaf of white bread is hollowed out, then it's filled with a chicken or pork curry.
Mm.
Okay, so it's chicken or pork curry.
So wait,
But
is this the
why is
bunny
it
stew
called
or
bunny?
is this the
This
African
is the
dish?
bunny chow.
Oh, the bunny chow. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wonder why they call it bunny chow though. And it says no tricks, just like it sounds. Well, it sounds like me. You're chowing on a bunny because it's called bunny chow.
Right. Right.
So what's good here? Like, I don't know. I'm not into the exotic meats. I don't knock anybody else, but like my father tried bunny, shark. I've just
Oh.
I have had
Yeah.
shark.
really.
I went to Barbados.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
that was the first time we had shark, and it was good. Have you eaten shark?
No.
No, that's the thing. I've never really been much of a seafood person. It's only just a few years ago where I really started to break in more with salmon and some shrimp here and there, but not too.
Really?
It really depends, Again, I
Yeah.
may have had shark slid on my plate and not even really be fully aware of it since being from Barbados and everything too. I don't recall.
That was the first time that I tried something like that,
And you
and
enjoyed it.
it was good. Yeah, I didn't want to try it, but then I just said, I'm in Barbados. Let me try it.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Those are the times when you're like
Let me ask
traveling.
you though, Nicole, excuse me, did you have any other dishes from when you were in Barbados? Or did you have cuckoo? Did you have marby or any of
No, I didn't have that.
marby is a drink. It's a sweet drink. It's like an iced tea type of drink.
I think, let me see. This was a girls' trip when I was in my 20s. I was mostly drinking what is it? I didn't like coconut as much. So
Okay.
everybody was drinking pina coladas. I was mostly like strawberry daiquiri, that was more my thing back then,
That
I didn't really get too crazy, like and not crazy, but I didn't get
try as many dishes and things out.
Yeah. That was the one thing I did do though, was the
shark.
Shark.
Yeah, that to me, everyone. I wish that more like kids from
you see what I mean with these comments? It'd be mid-sentence too, like we talking and just get completely thrown off.
Right when you're trying to make a real serious point, Mikkel comes in.
I do like seafood, yeah. when we were eating,
she's like, I had to balance out the alcohol. I couldn't have all alcohol.
I was there in my 20s.
And she said, look, she keeps saying I was there in my 20s.
Right. With my girlfriend that was my club buddy.
So okay,
we used to be at Bentley's and
Bentley's. Wow, jeez.
Right.
So here's the question about this girls' trip. Were you the Jada on the girls' trip? Or were you the what's his face? What's her name?
I'm trying to think of the girls'
Tiffany Haddish. I'm sure she was more the Jada.
I think I was usually the one. I used to I had a girlfriend of mine. She was always trying to. We used to go to Bentley's. That was our spot. We would go to other clubs too, but like Bentley's was our spot. And she was always, because she was beautiful. She was just so pretty, and all the guys wanted her. And I was like, "Do you know him? No, you don't. So no, you ain't going home with him."
Okay, you was that friend. Okay, yeah.
You looked out for a friend, yeah.
Okay, good.
But I mean, people would just leave with folks, and
we know.
we don't, I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Oh man,
we don't know where he
I
lives.
hated y'all. I hated the woman that was you.
Yes, and the guy, they hated that. Yeah, like she gonna be all right. She gonna be all right. Nope.
Ooh, I hated that woman.
Get his number and you can call him tomorrow.
Oh, you got it in the bag. You are about to bounce, and here come this chick talking about where you going. You don't even know him. And,
Right. I just remember my girlfriend. She came over. She's like, "Oh, I'm y'all could go ahead. I'm gonna go home with him." No, you're not. He was standing over there waiting too, like, yeah. Sorry, dude. She's not coming.
That just makes my heart hurt. Funny. Like, I'm gonna leave that there. Oh God. But everyone needs that person though, because there's several times a woman could have went off with the guy and it was the wrong kind of guy. It happens all the time.
Yes.
All the time. So big up to you on that, but damn.
I know. Ooh. Yeah. Sorry for the guy, but
Ooh. Yeah, but you know what? That's the game. He's got to be quicker. He's got to get out quicker. A couple of times after that, I was like, okay, I got to make this.
Like, don't let her go to her girlfriend's.
Right. We got to speed up this process. So by the time the girlfriend looks around, she's like, where did Kim go? Kim left? Yeah, nah. It's over now.
Oh, that's sweet. Nicole, 383 says, listen, yeah, go ahead, John.
She said, listen, my sister probably saved a few people from some very bad experiences. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. And unfortunately, I know some women who had very bad experiences.
Same here.
Doing stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know some that had some very good ones too. Hi. But okay, we're gonna talk more about food. Here we go. Back to food. All right.
Hey, I want to know. We spoke a little bit. We spoke a little bit about my experiences and my culture. I want to know more about y'all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Favorite famous dishes, cultural backgrounds.
Right.
What's up?
So, for me, and I'll get into this a little bit, I guess. First of all, I loved everything my mother cooked. Mm-hmm. Everything. Especially her spaghetti. But I found that because like my mother's family was very scattered, and years later, she was one of the people that brought them back together.
Okay.
But because of that, them being scattered, I feel like there wasn't a bunch of old school recipes passed down necessarily.
Got you. Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. There may be some that she does have that was passed down that I just wasn't aware that this was like a family thing. Mm-hmm. But she cooked the traditional meals. She just cooked them like a black mama would cook them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, which means she put her foot in it. Both feet in every dish, but it was traditional. And I find that that's very interesting because you have black people who are quote unquote pretty much just black. I mean, I'm part Indian as well, but
oh, you got Indian in your family?
Yeah, I got Indian in my family. We got that good her. Well, at least we did. I don't have it anymore. I have it in spots now. It's really weird. It's like, okay, anyway. That's a whole other show called aging. Like, we could just talk about aging for a lifetime.
We're like, see this little piece right here? I did have Indian hair.
Right. Or the gray hairs. My gray hairs seem to grow out of control. They don't grow in place like the black and the regular hairs. They just do all types of weird. Okay, sorry. Vic's like, I don't know about that, brother. He's like, I'm too busy brushing mine constantly. Everything is trained. Ooh, remember that? Oh man, I used to train and brush constantly to get them waves. Okay.
Did you?
Yeah. My wave game was pretty nasty. It was. My wave game was pretty nasty. And so was my shag.
Oh, really?
Oh, you had a shag. That's right. We talked about it on the previous show. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah. You know we had the shag.
Yeah.
I even had the tail for a minute too.
Oh wow.
Right. Oh yeah. I think I had the tail back then too. I definitely had a shag. Yeah.
Nicole's like, oh wow.
Actually, no, I didn't do the tail. I didn't do the tail.
Oh, so I'll be the only one. Okay. Thanks,
man. I didn't do the Prince Hakeem having the triple tail in the back.
I certainly did. Did the Prince Hakeem.
Can I ask you, Vic? Now, when he said he put the foot in it, is so being from the Caribbean, like, is that a saying that they say in the Caribbean?
Put your foot into it.
Put that foot in that,
Yeah, that's one of them amongst many others. Like there's so many. Yeah. Oh,
so it's
Lord
universal.
Have mercy. Yes, it's universal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like you just learn. Nicole said it earlier. She's absolutely right. You put certain people, they put love into the food that they make.
Right.
You know? And I would gather, especially mothers, because they're cooking for the people that they love and birthed.
Mm-hmm,
so there's so much love there. Go ahead, Nicole. Okay, well, except for Nicole.
Look,
that mother.
I had to say, I think being a mother, it was. I think one of the best, if not the best, experience for me ever.
Hold up. I'm sorry. I think I missed a couple of comments. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Because I just saw something that said,
"Yo,
his hair curled up with water and everything."
Okay.
Whose hair? Like, what's going on, man?
That one hair, he was trying to, prove that he had Indian in his family.
No, but all my hair curled. Let's not get it twisted. She know she thought I was Dominican when I met her. She know. Stop playing. Anyway, I'm sorry, Nicole. Sometimes you have to address certain things. Go ahead.
I was just saying that when you talked about, especially mothers cooking for their children. I mean, I love my daughter. Everybody knows I love me some Imani. But the one thing that I did not like about motherhood was that I had to cook something every night. I hated it because it was obligatory. I didn't have a choice. Like, and then I'd feel guilty if I didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a whole lot of love so much. Like it was just like, I'm just doing this because I got to.
Yeah. I was about to say, did she receive it? Did she feel the love? Did she enjoy the dishes or no?
She got the love. I mean, she felt the love because I'm
just one thing is
I'm gonna make sure my daughter is taken care of and she knows that. But
it just wasn't love in the food.
It wasn't love in preparation.
It was love in everything else.
I love you. And so here I'm making sure you eat.
But I'm not cooking nothing good.
It was like right now.
It's see, that doesn't sound very advertising. Like it sounds like Nicole was just cooking out of necessity. I don't need necessity food. Necessity food don't sound like it's good.
That's what we got.
Like you
went to grandma's house. Grandma's house, boy.
No wonder why she was always like.
She's very selective about her macaroni and cheese because she didn't like, she was like, she only ate mine and grandma's. And then we got this one lady, Miss Warlene. She was a daycare provider, and she was.
Soup don't count, Nicole, nor does toast. Nicole would do some toasted soup in a second. Be like, Is she looking like this is different? Necessity meals.
Look.
And Mikkel said Imani always feels loved, but she knows her mom.
She sure does. She knows.
And that's the thing. See, you just showed the other side of that, because I'm saying, mothers and fathers too put love into their meals, and there are some that cook out of necessity, like you. And it doesn't mean there's not love, because I know I can attest to your love for your daughter and how much you would do and have done for her, But when people put love in food, you can taste it.
Mm-hmm.
It goes beyond the ingredients and the spices. She's like, I agree. Now, hold up. I want to show one more dish from South Africa. I don't even know how to pronounce this properly. I think it's called Boer Wars. I'm going to spell this
really
for
good
you.
African dishes. They're really good, and they got a nice kick to them because they put a lot of spices in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is spelled BOEREWORS.
She did it.
I gotta agree with that comment because honestly, love is AKA effort. Like it's just really put it, whether you enjoying it or not. If you put the effort in, that's the love. So I gotta agree with that.
Yeah, that's true. But you ain't feeling that love when you eating that love, and it just tastes like necessity.
Didn't I fix it for you?
You did fix this for me, but
But Imani was one of the people. I used to try to give her healthy foods and everything, and make sure she's eating fresh vegetables and stuff. Mm-hmm. She could not stand. She only wanted the canned vegetables, and this chick, she was, first of all, she is not afraid to tell me her opinion. Like sometimes I was like, do you think maybe you can take 30 seconds sometimes and just stop before you and just instead of just
where she gets that
dome, So she was just like, this is disgusting. So if I tried to stick in fresh green beans, she only and she was very, very particular. So she only if I got the canned green beans, they had to be the straight cut green beans. They couldn't be the French style or, the full ones. And one time I tried to sneak in some fresh ones into the canned ones. And she was like, what is this? I was just like, what? Who is this child? Because she did not hold her tongue. So, yeah.
She's like, so yeah, that's my daughter.
So, yeah, I mean, in my defense, that's what I had to deal with. So she was very.
I feel like we need to have her here to complete this conversation.
Hey, for some people for some people who hold their tongue is only like the real food critics and serious with their food is when they enjoying their food and you don't hear a word from their mouth being uttered.
Right.
Other than that, they'll let you know yo, this is
No, I don't like this.
This ain't it.
My 20th, and then it was just me and my mother. But then this lady, Miss Wileen, who was just like a blessing because
she sounded like she could cook.
Oh, Miss Wileen could cook, and
her name sounded like a cook.
She loved Imani, and she would just, she would she actually helped me go back to school because I kept, I started and stopped, and I kept saying I want to go back, but then it was like I had to work or the money and blah blah blah, and so she just said, well, you know what, I'm gonna watch Imani.
I'm sorry. I can't.
You know what, Steve?
Steve said chef mentality, but tastes like being in prison.
Oh Lord. Okay. Boy. I don't know who that guy Steve is.
He sounds like he was an
anyway. Anyway, yeah, she stayed at Miss Waleen's house twice a week, so I can go back to start back to school, and that go finish my degree. But she Miss Waleen can cook, and Yeah, Imani's had some really nice cooks in her, because she's had my mother, she had Miss Wileen, and then she had a nanny at one point. This Jamaican woman, Birdie.
Oh, it
You know,
sounded
my
like
God.
you was doing pretty well. You
Yes,
had
man.
nannies and stuff.
Birdie knew I didn't like to cook. So on the weekends, she'd come and she would make some peas and rice. And when I would come into my building, and she was like, "Oh yeah, she has her." Sorry, Michelle, she has her.
I wasn't gonna go there, baby, but you know, they still don't trust your cooking yet.
No, Michelle can
I'm
actually
kidding.
cook. She can cook really well.
Actually,
yes. No, but you know, like
I know. I'm kidding.
So
but
I was
please
like,
finish your story though.
You know,
you were
but
talking
anyway,
about Birdie.
Birdie would make us some peas and rice, and my girlfriend lived downstairs in the apartment downstairs, and we come home, and you can smell it from like as soon as you come in, like the first door, and I was like, Birdie cooked, you know, and she was so nice. I mean, she would make this big pot of peas and rice so we can have it the rest of the weekend, because she didn't come on the weekends. Oh my gosh.
I can imagine.
See, that's love. That's
my mom was there in the beginning, and that's when they moved to Delaware, and so you know, so she was helpful when my mom wasn't there. So yeah.
And salute to those that were being helpful to you, like you said, those that were coming in and helping to cook, and you know, with Imani and everything while you were going to school, because it wasn't like you was fresh out of high school trying to finish something. You was grown and with a child, right. And so salute to you for that as well. I'm sorry, I thought I was beating you up.
No, I'm on. It's all good. You're like, 'cause you was grown, you know, so.
Okay, grown, not old.
My age out there, but no, it's all good.
You were grown with a lowercase g. That's a lowercase g.
Nice save, man.
But seriously, that's not an easy thing to do, to go back to school and get your master's and all types of come on now. Mikkel got the cooking genes. Yes, she does. I can attest to that. Ooh,
she does. And when you talked about experimenting too, I mean, yeah, like some of the stuff, you know, I got rosemary now because Mikkel.
Yo, for real.
We putting rosemary and stuff though.
Yo, I wasn't putting rosemary in anything until I met her. That's her nickname, Rosemary. That's real talk though. Yeah, nah. Mikkel's got the cooking gene. Hopefully she puts those jeans on tonight.
Make sure you wear slippers.
Or we might have to get some Jamaican food or something tonight, but I don't know. We're gonna be hungry.
Yeah, man.
So here's the next level: grilling and barbecuing.
Oh man, that's my brother's department right there, boy.
Can you please bring up some food, please? There's some images.
Do you do smoking?
Yes. Well, no. Me personally, no. I wasn't good at that.
I got some friends that can.
Yo, Steve is on fire tonight.
Like that grill in front of us, man.
You know what's interesting? What's interesting is I don't like to cook, but I used to have dinner parties all the time.
So he was right. You could set a mean table. Nicole was like, check out this. So everybody's commenting the chef, right? And Nicole's been like, but yo, what about these table settings? Y'all see the napkins, how they matched with the... Yeah, Nicole wants her props too, along with the chef. Steve, leave Nicole alone.
I know. Get Steve.
Yeah, let's show some more. Ooh, that looks good right there on that grill. Ooh,
it really does.
Okay.
Mac and cheese.
So, which mac and cheese do y'all like? Me personally, I like my mac and cheese that's breaded on the top, that layer.
Oh, you like, okay.
I could do without it, yes, but I love that breaded layer. Oh.
Yeah.
I could, go ahead, Nicole.
When I'm putting the love in it, I'll put some. I'll fix it in the stove and then breadcrumbs on top, and then put it in the oven.
But when it's necessity food, you just making some mac and cheese, no crust.
Yeah.
She's like, take this crustless mac and cheese. Necessity food.
You gonna eat this crust?
And then on Saturday night, it's like, take this mac and cheese with, everything on it. It's love. I had some time. But yeah. But Vic, what were you gonna say? You sound like you were saying you could do without the breaded.
Yeah, no, either or. It's not like a huge difference with the bread for me. I love the baked mac and cheese, it being creamy, like real creamy. I hate me some dry mac and cheese. Like I can't really.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You should be locked up for making some dry ass mac and cheese.
No doubt about it, man. It's like serious with my mac and cheese, man.
You should be sent a ticket to appear in court. Oh, look at that. Damn.
Yeah, that looks really good.
That looks really good.
Really good.
We all got quiet.
I might have to make some macaroni and cheese.
Nicole's like, look, Nicole, like she was thinking, like, yo.
I know. That's the thing. Like, do I feel like cleaning up the dishes afterwards?
Yeah.
That reminds me, I made some last night actually with some chicken, some roasted chicken. Yeah,
Send some to us. You got some left?
Oh yeah.
Email it.
We got what, eight or so minutes left?
Yes.
Right after.
Show some more food, please. Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's fish, I believe. Man. Ooh.
That looks really good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
I live near y'all,
John, I'm not either, honestly. Like that, I could probably rock with because it looks like chicken, and it's for health purposes. I got more into like the salmon and stuff like that. But I'm not a huge seafood person either. Like I don't do the lobster and the crab. Right. That's more my wife, my daughter. Like that's
I love seafood. But like tilapia or
tilapia I can rock with too. Definitely.
Salmon, love salmon. There's this restaurant. They usually have it as a special. I'm trying to think of this fish that they usually have, and it's really, really good.
I had a grilled white halibut.
I think it's halibut that they have. Now I want to look it up.
I once had a grilled white salmon that was really good.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
really good. And I don't like seafood really. I mean, I see food and I eat it, but I'm not eating fish really. That looks delicious. Looks like a white fish or a halibut or
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's see some more images. This is food porn now. Ooh. Okay.
Now that looks nice and crispy.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. What is that?
Fresh out of the fryer where it's like real crispy.
Oh yeah, man, that looks good.
That looks like baked.
What is that
fish
inside of it?
I don't know. I would say fish too.
Like fried.
No, fried. Excuse me, not baked. Fried. That's what I meant. Yeah, fried fish.
I mean, I see the olives, but what is the yellow? Oh, lemon and olives.
It looks like it's a lemon with like cut out. Like
got you. Wow. Oh yeah, it is a lemon and olives. Oh man, that looks good.
Yeah, my man looks excited to serve it too. Look at him.
Like a really now that's my thing. I love.
Yeah, that's where I stop. That's where I make the exit stage left. Yeah, that's not. Can't rock with that.
Like in your homes, is the kitchen like the main place where everybody congregates? Like it seems like everything is around food in our culture. Yes,
it is. And it is a main place, you're right, where people congregate, in the kitchen. And I find that a lot of the foods that it's interesting because we live in America and there's all these different dishes that Americans cook. But most of these dishes come from other places. That's not America,
Right.
Man, that shrimp looks good though. I'm not even a shrimp person, but that looks good. Vic's not. Here's some more shrimp for you, Vic.
Yeah.
Shrimp and rice.
It looks like paella or something.
Paella. Okay. Yeah.
The other stuff in there.
I don't know. I don't see other stuff.
Have you eaten that, Vic?
Yes.
No.
No.
As John would say, no. No. No.
No, this looks like it's just shrimp and rice.
Yeah.
I
But
can
that's
rock with the
the main
rice,
dish,
but that's about
paella.
it. What's that, Nicole?
The paella. I would think that you would.
Yeah, no, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, okay.
Now
So look. So
this looks right. This looks right here. I can get with this. I can get with this.
But why is
did
it on
this?
newspaper or something? Like, where's
Yeah,
the?
that's kind of grimy.
What is this?
You know, like if you go to some of these pubs, like you'll see some of the fries and plates
Oh,
served like that. Yeah.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I went there for So okay, yeah. Here's me, Miss Prissy, but we used to do these little outings in my office, and everybody. So this one guy was in charge of the restaurant this time, and he decided we were going to this like it was something like this, where it's mostly meat. It was like brisket, ribs, pork, all kinds of stuff. And I was like, what do you have that's non-meat? Or either do you have any seafood? And then I was like, well, where's the plate? And it was like in this little plastic basket. And then and then they had like newspaper or something where you kind of go and just, yeah, it was not my thing. I was like, yeah, we're not coming here again. And I was like, can I get a napkin? And they just hand me like a roll of paper towels.
Oh, you was like, oh no.
That's how
Listen, Nicole, this might be the same restaurant that this picture is. Because they got some of the cocoa bread and patty is just on the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This is probably like, how they have in Jamaica, they have them things on the side of the road. Right. The newspaper is about yeah.
Like, I don't need page 12 print on my patty or on my
No, that's the thing that I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah, because newspaper isn't exactly the cleanest substance to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Okay.
Between the ink
I tell you what though, if they put that right there in front of me, I would still eat it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front. Yeah, no doubt.
I would still eat it,
especially the one all the way to the right. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
I would grub so hard on this food. I would pray. I'd have to pray that I didn't start eating some of the newspaper by accident, just trying to get to the patty. But Jamaican food. Go ahead.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
Jamaican.
The only thing that I haven't been able, not to cut you. The only thing that we had we went to a restaurant not too far from us, and they served up some I don't know what type of mauby this was, but this wasn't the mauby I grew up with, and I was like totally turned off by that. Like, you just don't mess with my Bayesian mauby, you know. So that was the only thing. That was the only thing I couldn't get.
Exactly, is that?
It's a sweet. My mom could explain it better, but it's just like a sweet drink. It's the closest thing I can compare it to is like an iced tea. It's a special Bayesian drink that people just love.
I wonder if I had really that.
Like ask someone.
My first fiance was his stepfather was Bayesian and he was Jamaican.
Okay.
And he used to have me eating all kinds of stuff. That was the first time I tried goat.
The first time you what? I'm sorry.
That's the first time I tried goat.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sure you lammed it down like they would say.
It was good though. It was curry goat. It was good.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not into oxtail.
I didn't. I tried oxtail.
Oh, you're not into
now my dad was trying to get me to try oxtails for a long time, and I didn't want to,
Nah.
And
see, like I don't know. I'm a visual person. I don't need to eat an oxtail. I'm not eating a cow tongue. That's insane.
Yeah,
no, that's way out. But
why are people eating cow tongue?
No.
That's insane. Or other parts of, or are people from the South who still are eating chitlins and hog mogs and other parts of the pig, pig knuckles.
Yeah, I've had to slow down with the pork for quite some time now. Every now and again in moderation, every now and again. But I used to go ham with some ham. You know what I mean? Especially on Thanksgiving, it was all bets was off. All bets was off. You know.
Listen, I remember seeing several different like pots years ago stewing with like a knuckle floating up.
You know what? Let me take this real quick. This is my mother calling. Call it at the right time. Hello. Hey, you got my message? You at work?
I'm just leaving.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'm doing a live show right now for Like It Ain't, and I got my extended family on here. You're live right now, so you're being recorded.
Hey, Mom, I'm looking for that food.
Oh, you know what? Let me. I don't think she can't hear y'all because I had the headset on.
So ask her something if you want.
But yeah, I have the headset, so you can't hear them. But they said hello. We're talking about some of like cultural dishes and culinary customs. So I called you earlier to get some of the best dishes from Barbados, from your country.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to mention some of them, you live right now. They can hear you, but you can't hear them.
They might not know what it is though. But our favorite dish and the most important dish over there is called cuckoo and flying fish.
Cuckoo. I told them about cuckoo already.
I have had flying fish.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she said my friend said she had the flying fish and she had shark too, by the way.
Yeah. And also like pigeon peas and rice with curry chicken.
Yes.
You know, stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. And before I let you go, how would you explain Marby? Because I just told them about Marby too.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Is, and another favorite drink that I've been making lately, and the people at work is going crazy about it, is sorrel.
Sorrel. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's made with ginger and cinnamon stick and a little like a tablespoon of vanilla essence.
Yes.
And you boil it. I've been making it like crazy.
Yeah.
And you can also find it at the what they call the market, the Chinese market, where they have all the different spices from the islands and stuff like that. It's called hibiscus.
Okay.
It looks like almost like strawberry, but it's dry. And
gotcha.
You boil it, and it's really very nice.
Right.
Next time I come up there, I'm gonna make some for you guys.
Yeah. They've been asking, especially Nicole, because she said she don't like to cook. So
right.
Right.
Meals. I could just
next time I hope when this whole mess is over.
Yeah, I know. We've been saying that.
I'm gonna make a big meal, and you guys can invite some friends over.
Yeah.
And, we can have a good time. Yeah.
No, I was telling them about the engagement party that we had for MJ and how everybody was asking weeks and months after, like, yo, what's up with your mom's cooking? Like, it's just on point. So
yeah, like the eggplant with crab meat and shrimp and everything in it, and yams with
so
candied yams.
Yes, candied yams. Yep. Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna call you back after the show. But one last thing, can you let them know what part of Barbados you're from?
I'm from St. Joseph.
Okay, yeah.
That's the country. It's the country, and it's beautiful. You have the coconut trees where I could pick the water.
The monkeys, the salamanders.
The monkeys, the apples, the orange, everything.
Yes.
Everything was natural, not frozen meat or nothing like that.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, I'll circle back with you after the show. I love you. Thank you so much.
Love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
appreciate you.
Oh,
thank you, Mommy. All right. I'll talk with you. All right. Bye-bye. Y'all got an exclusive. Mama Benito on Like It Ain't. Everybody.
That was awesome. And perfect timing.
Yes,
right?
I'm telling you. It's crazy,
man. That's exactly what it's all about. You asked her about the food, and she starts speaking about the region the food comes from and the naturalness of it all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Here comes Steve. Hold on. That would be a nice gathering. Nicole can set the table. Yo, Nicole is on the hot seat tonight with this brother. Oh, my God. Steve, he's hitting on all cylinders tonight. This is his night. It's not gonna get better than this.
This is true.
But
oh my God.
But I love that. Like, again, culture and the culinary. That's it exactly. She was talking about the culture and the land, and even when we went to Costa Rica, the people, everything was so much more natural and organic when it came to the food.
Yes.
Even a simple dish of rice and beans tasted better than like almost anything I've ever eaten in the States in my entire life, besides mama's food. And
That's right.
you know, and it was because of the natural elements they were using. It was because of the love behind it, you know. And we live in this country and in a time where everything is so boom, 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 and we want it now.
Yeah.
But you miss out on the process of the love when it comes to the food being prepared and even eaten. And Nicole can attest to that. We all can attest. There's a listen, when we love food, we love that food. That's a memory that we'll talk about years later, that dish, you know? Anyway.
Hey, well said, man.
Any last things y'all would like to get to before we close up for the night about food or about culture at all? Or favorite dishes? People in the comments, what are some of your favorite dishes? We didn't get to hear what y'all love.
This is true. This is important.
And that last picture that we had up, my God.
Oh, man.
Whoo!
Yes.
Can we get a couple more pictures? Lord. This food porn is popping.
Some jerk chicken. Oh, man.
The
jerk chicken.
The cocoa bread.
Man. Yes.
Yo, there were times I would just have a patty and put the patty between the cocoa bread and go to town, and it was yeah, Caribbean food is the best. No chemicals.
Yes,
no chemicals. Yeah.
I feel like ordering some Caribbean food.
Right. Ooh, and look at this. Look at this right here.
Cornbread, yeah.
Ooh. Oh man.
Cornbread. And it's the skillet cornbread.
And Right, it's the skillet cornbread. I picked that picture on purpose because it's in a skillet, and it just looked golden and good. Because cornbread, let me tell you something. Cornbread can go south real quick.
Yes, it can.
Bad cornbread.
Yes, it definitely can.
Can't cook cornbread.
Again, that's something you should be getting locked up for, messing up some cornbread. Because when you get the cornbread, you like, oh, this cornbread going to be good with my whatever else you eating. And then you take a forkful of that cornbread and it's dry. Lock this person.
Are you talking about
She said, Nicole, remember that spot in the city that had the best cornbread?
Not Shock Bar, was it?
He said, is it? Okay, see, Steve.
No, I don't
Steve
remember.
said, I said this earlier. I wasn't going to say nothing. He said, is it peas and rice or rice and peas? Yeah, that's right.
Depends on where you come from.
Because Nicole kept saying peas and rice.
Yeah, depends on where you come from.
That's true, too. See? That's very true. Steve said that's another show.
What do you say, Vic?
I would say the same, depending where you come from. Yes.
Bad
peas and rice. It depends really where you come from.
I always hear, I've always been told rice and peas. Rice on peas. That's what they always say. Bad cornbread is a federal offense. Exactly. But good cornbread?
Now I'm trying to remember the spot Mikkel's talking about.
Yeah, you're gonna remember it by the time we log off, I'm sure. That's how it goes sometimes,
Because the thing is, just because it comes from the Caribbean, it doesn't like Jamaican, Trinidadian, Bajan, it's like similarities, yes, but there are some different sayings and expressions. You know what I mean? St. Croix, like it's definitely some differances.
Yeah. And
so
big up to your mother for joining us in the nick of time.
Right on time.
That was
I'm telling y'all that I didn't even. That's crazy. Did y'all hear the accent? Because I don't hear it. I don't. Everyone says
really?
That.
Oh no.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, she's got a
clear accent. Words.
Clear accent.
Certain words I'll hear it, but I grew up with it all my life, so I don't really hear it like that.
Right, that's crazy because I heard nothing but accent. Almost.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She was right there. Yep.
It was very distinctive. Wow. Wow. But yeah, this cornbread. Jeez. What are we eating tonight, y'all? All of us. We need to make this decision. And then this. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
So
man.
I did
Come
I
on,
did
man.
have a let's
Ooh.
remember going there.
I can never remember the name. I just remember going there
I
one
don't
day and I had my
remember.
mouth
I
fixed
gotta
for
remember. Yeah, I
cornbread
don't
and they were closed.
Told you, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I hate
I
that.
did, listen, I did have a nice cooking experience. What was that? Was that Thanksgiving? Might have been Thanksgiving, either probably last year because we didn't have Thanksgiving together. I mean, not last year.
The year before.
2019. Yeah, I think it was 2019, or it could have been Christmas. But I did clean the greens and remove the stems and all of that with my mom.
Oh.
Okay.
So that was nice.
And
No,
that's
I mean,
yeah.
after after a while, I was like, all right, when's the end of these?
The love
But it
was
was
gone quick.
nice doing that, cooking with my mom, preparing the food and stuff.
Right.
I learned how she actually, makes it happen.
Yeah.
I always mean to watch so I can learn, but then I'm just like,
I'm like, I'm good. When is the food ready? Enough of this. I want to eat.
Right. So I did
anyway.
that, and the greens came out nice.
Oh, dude, you killing me, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looks good.
You see those, the barbecues and whatnot. Oh man.
Sliders.
Yes.
Cornbread was the best thing on the menu at some places. The rest of the menu was pure trash.
You ain't lying.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. That right there, though, that's them sliders. Ooh. Grilling, that's a whole beautiful.
Oh, yo, I can't.
Yeah, that looks like it's really,
ready. It's ready.
With that charcoal taste.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
yeah.
You notice how
I think John is just ready to eat dinner.
Yeah, you notice how me and Nicole, our tone changed. We're like, oh, yeah, that looks really good right there. All right. Show you right.
Right.
We got that food voice on, like, all right, let's
Oh,
make this happen. But anyway, yeah, but barbecuing, and I can't wait till this pandemic is over because barbecuing is such a communal thing.
Yes.
And they call it an American thing, but it didn't actually come from this country. Barbecuing was not something that started here in the States. It's actually a Caribbean and Indian thing. And if you think about it, when you go to those Jamaican spots and they're grilling right outside and they open that grill and the smoke just barrels out and goes through all of Fulton Street and everything else. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? But grilling was a tradition and it brings people together.
Mm-hmm.
And I was blessed to know a few grill masters. I need to eat. We gotta go.
My brother and uncle being one of them.
I'm hungry.
Salutes to them.
I'm done with y'all. Stop talking, Nick. I'm done. Let's go. I'm getting frustrated. Wanna eat? All right, y'all. We gotta go.
Well, shout out to all the great cooks out there.
Salute to y'all. It ain't easy.
Yeah, salute to all the great cooks. Salute to the mothers, the fathers, the sisters, the brothers, everyone that cooks with love, and everyone that even cooks out of necessity as well.
Right. Don't forget us. Necessity cooks' lives matter too.
Yeah, necessity.
This is true.
Yeah. They do. They do. They keep people fed. They might not, they keep people fed.
Right.
And that's really what matters. You need to eat. So
absolutely.
Everybody eat, love, laugh, and pray. And we'll have a better tomorrow. All right, y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease.
All right.
Thank y'all so much.
Have a good night. Steve, watch your back.
Yeah. Steve, you're gonna have a problem. You might have to hire security. Peace, y'all.
All right. Peace.
Oh man. Oh, we're still going? Peace. Peace.